if we knew that I was going to have problems in this area, would you have still married me?
Hell yeah.
You know, it's hard to wrap your mind around the fact that something that just happens naturally for some people is not happening naturally for you.
Well, everything is made in God's way.
My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. John 15:12. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tikwa. If you are new here, welcome, and if you aren't, welcome back to the channel. Here on the channel, I share things such as my life, my career, my travels, times with my friends, pretty much a little bit of everything. And more recently, I've been sharing my and my husband's journey in infertility and our decision to do or to go forward with IVF treatments. So a lot of times I've gotten questions about people saying, well, how does Woody really feel about you firstly like recording it and putting it online, putting it on the internet and just letting the world know? How does he feel about that? And to be honest with you, my husband actually encouraged me to share this journey. He was actually like excited and enthused at the fact because he believes wholeheartedly that this is going to work for us. So he's like, you know what, let's post what our reality is right now so that in the future, like when we have success and we are expanding our family and having a little one in our hands, we can always look back at these moments and be like, remember when, it's always in his mind just a testament and a testimony to the goodness of God and all that God can do in your life. So he actually encouraged me to share this journey on my channel, and he's all for it. He's all supportive, and I promise you I would not have shared anything or revealed anything if he did not okay it. So that's how he feels about it. But there have also been a few times that we've been out and about, and I don't know how you guys feel as women, but sometimes we do feel like we don't really know how our spouses feel, and even though we are sharing things with them or they may learn of things, we don't really like, we're the ones really going through it if we're the ones dealing with it. In my case, I am the one with the problem. So there were times, and there still are times, that I'm kind of like, I feel bad, I feel guilty. And there have been times that, I have recorded me first telling Woody about the situation and getting his intake and seeing what he wanted us to do. And then also just a few times that off times we've been together, and it's come up in my mind, and I'm like, how do you really feel about this? So I'm going to share with you guys 2 clips of when I first told Woody, like, hey, this is what my doctor said my results are, and this is our option. And then a second time was an impromptu conversation we had when we were out, and it hit me, because it was on my mind. It was in the back of my mind, and I brought it up again to him, how do you really feel? And so I'm going to let you guys see, his reaction, his take on how he feels about all of this. You got full schedule, man.
And you gotta make that smile,
So, let me tell you about what the doctor said.
Like the doctor said.
So, from the x-ray I had, showed that my left fallopian tube had a blockage.
Okay.
So, for the most part, every other month is like the different ovary will release an egg. So with me having a blockage in one, it automatically cuts our chances down by 50%. And then, so we got 50% chance that, say, egg release from the right ovary, or it will be good. If it, when it's released from the left ovary, it's 50% chance that I could have an ectopic pregnancy. which means that once the egg is fertilized, it probably won't make it through to the actual uterus, and it may implant in my fallopian tube, which is extremely dangerous. The doctor said that if it implants in your tube and then as a baby and the cells multiply and grow, your tube could erupt and you could like bleed to death. So she is suggesting that we do a process called IVF, where they take the egg from the fallopian, from the ovary, and we kind of do the joining of egg and sperm outside of the body, and then they reimplant the embryo inside of you. So I told her that I was going to talk to you about it and kind of, I mean, I know it's the best way and safest way. The only thing is that it's costly. I think just for the doctor's visits alone is like $17,000. Yeah, and I would have to go to the doctor when I start the process. I would have to go like once every 2-3 days. So it's going to definitely impact my work schedule. And then the medication is like $7,000. So I don't know, it's just like a huge, it's not no little thing to consider.
Yeah, definitely not.
It costs a lot of money. I mean, I think I have good insurance, so I think I should be okay. But, you know, I guess just the toll of having to go through the process. I don't know much about it, but I do know it's like I would have to inject myself with needles, which is kind of scary. And if I can't do it, then you're going to have to do it.
You gotta hire a nurse or something.
Hire a nurse? Are you serious? We got to do ourselves. So what do you think we should do?
Hire a nurse.
What do you think we should do as far as next steps with me and this doctor? Us and this doctor?
Well, let's go through the process.
You want to do it?
Yeah. Just gotta hire a nurse for me. I don't got the heart. I don't got the heart.
How do you feel, Nick, about, I don't know, I guess it's all this, like the realization that it's not happening naturally. Like, I feel bad. I almost feel like, you know, if I would have known, you know, at least it's something that, it's weird, you know, you get married and you don't really, you know, you think it's just going to naturally happen. I almost feel like it's unfair to you.
How could that?
Because I can't, you know, I'm the one that's having an issue.
So, when you have an issue, guess what? I had the same issue. We won, right? So we just got to figure things out together. Who knows? Maybe my soldiers ain't strong enough to break the walls down yet. Who knows?
Nah, I don't think you're the issue. That's another thing. They're gonna have to take a sample from you as well. So you're gonna have to.
Sample what?
A sample of your soldiers.
You mean I got
a sample of your soldiers.
You mean I got a mess?
Yes. Because they're gonna have to test both of us. But so far, I'm the one with the issue. So you do have to go there and make it work. I mean, it's uncomfortable for you, but imagine me. It's uncomfortable for me going through these procedures and being poked and prodded and in all my private areas. Like, it's not easy either. But
I do it for the team. We gotta do it for the team.
I know, I keep thinking, like, you know, I just think of what you know, what it's all for, and just push through with, you know, just thinking like this is it's for a good cause, and I'm just gonna remain, you know, I'm gonna believe that it's gonna work.
No, it won't work out.
If we knew that I was going to have problems in this area, would you have still married me?
Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah. To the yeah, yeah. Hell to the yeah. My name is Mr. Sure about it. I'm for sure that I'm married to you. Girl, I'm in love with you.
I'm serious.
To the day.
You know, it's hard to wrap your mind around the fact that something that just happens naturally for some people is not happening naturally for you.
Well, everything is made in God's way.
Come on.
So I got a question for you.
I'm listening.
How do you feel about everything?
Told you I feel, I don't know, I feel not good. Like less than a person, less than a woman.
Well, I don't think you should feel that way. Everybody's body is made differently.
I know that it's hard to accept that this is God's will for you. You know, like this is the path.
It could.
So that's a good question. What if it just doesn't work and then we can't have no kids?
You probably wasn't able to produce what you're able to bear.
What if I'm not?
That's a message.
What if I'm not?
I'm telling you, you are able to bear.
But what if I'm not?
You are able to bear.
But what if I'm not?
You are able to bear. I don't know. I don't deal with. What if it's like you're in the middle of yes and no? And when you're in the middle, you get scratched like grape.
What?
You ever see Karate Kid? He said,
Nah.
Left side, yes. Right side, yes. Middle, no. Scratched like grape. And I don't deal with the no side, I always deal with the yes side, so.